Good morning, everyone. I'm JP Thong. I'm now at Kechara Forest Retreat, and today is day 85 of Mindful Morning Meditation. I hope everyone had a good rest, and happy Halloween for all of you who celebrate Halloween. So as we're waiting for everyone to tune in, let's do a little bit of stretching. Okay, so let's stretch our arms. Remember to breathe in and out slowly. Let's change the other arm. Breathe in and out slowly. Feel the stretch along your arm. Okay, let's turn around, stretch the back. And turn the other way. All right, and let's tilt the head to one side. And tilt to the other side. Tilt the head forward. And backwards. Okay, and we're done. And if you tend to have pins and needles on your lower limbs, please stretch your legs now as I'm talking. Okay, so let's see who's tuned in this morning. Hi, Christina. Wow, how are you? Long time no see. Hope you're doing well. Iman, Jillian, Cindy, Dr. Hank, and for the rest of you whom I cannot see, thank you very much for tuning in. So if you're celebrating Halloween, remember to wear a mask. Yeah, because the numbers are increasing here and there, so it's best to practice whatever is written on the SOP, wear a mask, social distance, and all that. All right, so we'll be doing the 45-minute single-pointed meditation. So 45 minutes has been a stretch for many people who have been doing this for the last 2 weeks with me. It's a very good struggle. So as you, especially during the last 15 minutes, from the 30-minute to the 45-minute mark, you will see that you are very fidgety, your body and your mind are all over the place. That type of struggle is actually very good, very, very good. So what we do is we put in more effort to focus on the breath. Watch your struggle, because this is what I call the withdrawal syndrome. The body and the mind are fighting against what you don't normally do, which is literally sit still and to still your mind. So your body and mind are fighting because you're not used to it. That is why now it's time to push to the next threshold, and that is to put in even more effort to focus on the breath. Okay? Watch your discomfort, watch the fight, watch the struggle, watch how your mind will tell you in a form of thoughts how you should just stop meditating. Watch all that conversation that arises in your mind and put in the effort to focus on the breath. Okay, so that would be the challenge for our 45-minute meditation. Okay, today we have with us Freon. She will be watching the time for us, and she'll be watching the camera for us as well. She tells me she can only do 15 minutes, and after that, she just cannot do it anymore. So yeah, now she's giggling behind the camera. All right, so it's a very good struggle. That's what I'm trying to say here. Okay, so let's see who's here. Hi, Jason, Corinne, and Hannah. Thank you very much for tuning in. Okay, so let's do the 9-round breathing meditation now, okay, to immediately ground our body and mind. All right, so left hand out, thumb down, wrap your thumb into a fist, put your left fist under your right armpit, right hand on your left nostril, and breathe in. Breathe in slowly, and breathe out. Breathe out all the way. Breathe in the healing white light. And breathe out all the negativities in the form of dark smoke. One more time, breathe in. And breathe out. Change hands. Right hand out, thumb down, wrap your thumb into a fist, put your right fist under your left armpit, left hand over your right nostril, and breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Both hands on your thighs, relax and breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in again. And breathe out. And we're done. All right, so that's it. And Sok Fan. And Sok Fan, Kok Ren, good morning. All right, so are we ready, Freon? All right, so I hope you have stretched your lower limbs, because you will tend to have a bit of pins and needles. And remember to always sit at the edge of the cushion or a seat. If you're seated on a chair, sit at the edge of the seat. Or if you're sitting on a sofa, always sit at the edge and make sure that the seat is firm. Otherwise, you'll be slouching and you'll be having backache throughout the meditation. Okay. Let me drink some water. All right, so we will do 45 minutes. And then when time is up, I will hit the singing bowl so that you can bring yourself out of the meditation. Okay, and here we go. So please sit comfortably, all right? Always sit upright, relax your shoulders, chin down to your back, the lower back all the way up to your head is straight. And your tongue always resting on top of your upper teeth. Lower your jaw a little bit, but close your lips. All right, and this will keep your mouth moist as you are meditating. All right, and your hands, whichever way you like, like this, palms up, or like this. Okay, and we look downwards, 45 degrees. All right, if you tend to sleep with when you close your eyes, open them and look downwards like this, 45-degree angle. All right, and here we go. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in the healing white light. Watch the air entering your nostril into your body, filling your entire body with this healing white light. And as you breathe out, visualize dark smoke exiting from your nostrils. The dark smoke represents your stress, your anxiety, your boredom, all the distractions, the anxiety, the anger, all the negativity, breathe it all out. Focus on the nostril area and the sensation around the nostril area as the air passes in and out of the nostril. Relax your shoulders. Watch the sound, watch your thoughts, watch your emotions. Focus back on the nostril area. If you're feeling an itch, watch the itch and focus on the nostril area. Watch your thoughts, watch your emotions, whatever memories arise, watch them and bring your focus back to your nostril area. You're very relaxed and you're very calm now. Focus on the sensation of the nostril area. Focus on how it feels when the air passes through your nostril as you breathe in and out. Watch your thoughts, watch your emotions, watch the aches and pains, the itches. Bring your focus back to the breath of the nostril area. You're very relaxed and very calm. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're done. So how was today's meditation for you? Do share with me your thoughts, and I shall, as you're writing in the comment section, I will read out my gratitude journal. So yesterday I wrote that I'm grateful to have sleep apnea as it reminds me of my mortality. Number 2, I'm grateful to be able to sponsor full day of meals for the retreatants in Kechara Forest Retreat. And number 3, I'm grateful for the cooling weather in the morning. And I would also like to thank today's sponsor. Today's sponsor is Anonymous. The dedication is, may the global COVID-19 pandemic end soon. May more sentient beings awaken their innate compassion and wisdom. Thank you very much for the anonymous sponsor. And with your contribution, it will help us sustain the cost of our meditation programs that we hold online. So thank you very much. Okay, so do we have any comments? Good morning, Jerry, and good morning, Serene Chin, for joining us this morning. Okay, so as you all know, at this 45-minute threshold, it is actually quite advanced meditation already. And for me, as I was meditating, there was music playing in my mind. Okay, so as soon as I calmed my mind, there was music that I was listening to throughout the week, and it just kept playing and it kept playing and it kept playing. So I had to focus, watch the music in my mind, and then focus back onto the breath. And then more thoughts arise, memories came out, and again, I had to focus back. So it was only the last 15 minutes that less of these thoughts and music and all that were arising. And there were moments where it was just all I could hear and experience was the air going in and out of the nostril. And there was a very peaceful and very clear mind that I experienced. Okay, so when we do this more often, then we will experience that clarity and that razor-sharp mind when there's no other distraction arising. Okay, so let's hear from you all. As you're writing, I will read out a quote from this book, 108 Ways to Grab My Apples. So do write your comment and share with me your experience. Okay, so today's wisdom quote is this. Words have the power to destroy or heal people. When words are both true and kind, they can change our world. I'll repeat. Words have the power to destroy or heal people. When words are both true and kind, they can change our world. So my interpretation of this quote is that it is very, very important for us to be mindful of our speech. Mindful of our speech and mindful of our intention. Our intention of saying of what we want to say. The intention is very, very important because everything else is just a method towards achieving the intention. So if our intention is good, is to benefit the person the way the person needs to be benefited, and if we focus on the person's need, our methods will change in accordance to their reaction. You see, a lot of times when we believe in something very strongly, or when we have an expectation of how the other person should behave, or what the other person should do, or certain situations that we want to control, a lot of times it's about me and what I think is right. But we actually are so focused to our version of what is good, we actually forget to look out and see whether or not our methods are even working. Is the person responding well? Is the situation responding well? If they're not, then because our intention is to benefit the situation or the person, then we'll be more open to changing our methods. Because the focus is not on the method, the focus is on the intention for the person or the situation. So we become more flexible with the methods. Well, we're not so caught up with, oh, this is not the way I do things, this is not me. You see, all this conversation is, oh, this is not my style. That no longer is part of the equation. It's more about the intention. So that's why the words that are true and kind can change our world. True and kind. The key here is kind. If the motivation is that of kindness, when the person hears it, the person may not want to hear the truth, but will eventually accept it. See, because many people are not ready to hear the truth. They're not ready. So, out of kindness, we kind of test out the water instead of just throwing them the bomb and say, ta-da, and the person's not even ready. So we test the water by giving them a little bit of the truth, what's actually happening. And slowly but surely, we will support them with a lot of kindness. You see, 70% of the communication actually comes from the body action, how people experience us. It's not too much what we say, but what we do. 70% of the communication is via that. 30% comes from the speech. So if our speech does not match our actions, people are not convinced because you're not walking the talk. That's why when we walk the talk without saying much, people are already inspired. And that's the key here. So if we find ourselves in a situation whereby we are not very convincing with our words, then take a step back and watch our actions. Do our actions match what we say? And we have to be consistent, you see. So whatever it is that we are saying, that we say that we believe in, we have to be consistent with our action. There must be certain results to show people that, oh, yes, what JP says, he does. Look, these are the results. And it's been very consistent. It's not as and when I feel like it, it's the consistency. Because I know that benefits. Because that is part of my belief system. And that's why I'm sharing with everyone. That is more inspiring and more effective. So if we want to inspire others for the better, we ourselves have to walk the talk every day, consistently. So baby steps. Baby steps. If you're not doing it already, then you have to take baby steps. Okay, there are a lot of my friends who say, oh, this person should do this, the government should do this, this charity should do this, you should be like this. It's about what they think other people should do. And very, very critical about what is right and what is wrong. But when I observe their lifestyle, it's just full of indulgences. It's very self-serving. It's them first and others later. Yes, what they say is intellectually inspiring, but you see, they themselves are not doing what it takes to make that change. It's just words of their opinion of how things should be or how people should be. And that's very easy. Everybody has a right to give their opinions. But what to me is what's more inspiring is, what are you going to do to make the change? What are you going to do about it to make that change that you are talking about? That to me is more substantial. Okay, so again, words have the power to destroy or heal people. When words are both true and kind, they can change our world. Definitely. Definitely. All the sages throughout history have used the power of the speech to transform people's mind for the better. Revolutions are made through the power of speech. So the speech is a very, very powerful weapon. You can either destroy a nation or destroy the community, or you can benefit. There are many, many dictators out there in history that have created wars because of the speech. So that's why when we are mindful with our speech and we focus on the intention, that itself is very powerful. And of course, as I said just now, don't just talk, walk the talk consistently. The key here is walk the talk consistently. All right, do we have any questions so far? Okay, Cogduan, this morning was better and slight improvement. Words of white lights kept ringing in my mind as I kept focusing the white lights entering my nostril area. Had a bit of a struggle to erase off the words of white lights. Okay. Corinne, there were some thoughts and mantra recitation came to mind, but managed to focus back. Again, happy that I could complete the session fully. Yes, you see, whatever that we've been doing for the past week, or for the day, or whichever that is just in the background, the mind is so. You see, our mind loves to. How would I say? The mind likes a certain consistency. If you notice that, so because I have been listening to music every day as I'm working, as I'm driving, and all that, so that is like in the background of my mind. It just keeps going on and on. The mind does that. See that we are programmed to go on auto mode. That's why when we would like to change our negative habits and replace them with more positive ones, the consistency of doing positive action, the consistency of that will eventually become automatic mode. The mind will pick it up, and then you will be doing that. That is why consistency is the key if you want to change your habits. If you want to change your lifestyle, you want to change the way you think, the process of how you derive to conclusions, the process of how we think in general, that if you want to change that, it will take consistency to change that. All right, so you see, so even through meditation, you already notice how the mind just, without even us realizing it, just, whatever that we're doing for the past week, will just play in our mind consistently, whether we want it or not. That's how it works. Okay, so Cochrane, gratitude. Able to order some pastries online and share with neighbor during this period of working from home. Oh, that's very nice of you, Cochrane. Iman, today's session brought back the unexpected memory of my first meditation lesson at KFR by Pastor Adeline many years ago. An experience of moments inner peace and bliss reminds me that I am grateful for Pastor Adeline's Dharma sharing all this while. Thank you, Pastor Adeline. Take a screenshot of that, Freon, and send it to Pastor Adeline. I'm sure she'll be very happy to hear that from you, Iman. Thank you very much for sharing, Iman. JP, if certain old memories and emotional baggage can surface when we are deep in meditation, do you think that old memories and emotional baggage can also appear or be experienced in our dream while we are asleep? Yes, definitely. Definitely when we're asleep, old memories of certain experience. You see, we may not replay exactly what happened when we're sleeping in the form of a dream. But in the form of a dream, we will go through similar experiences that we have had in our past, definitely. Number two, do you know if there is any correlation between our dream and the mind? Of course. What do we experience? Everything we experience comes from the mind. Everything comes from the mind. In higher states of meditation, you can actually control what you dream. In higher states of meditation, you see, our dreams are basically thoughts that arise when we are not trained. So just like our thoughts. See, when you're calming the mind, or when you're stilling the mind during meditation, all the thoughts that arise, all the memories that arise, and whatever it is that you have been doing for the past week or yesterday that had a strong impression on you, they keep arising. So just like when you're sleeping, they come in the form of a dream. And they arise out of control. Out of control. So in higher forms of meditation, there are even meditations that you can do when you sleep. Yes, definitely. But see, these are more advanced methods of meditation. Okay, so for our level, just focus on being awake and control the mind when we're awake. And when we have a very good grasp of that, then we will learn how to control our mind when we're asleep. See, that's very advanced. Okay, I hope that answered your questions, Iman. Do we have more questions for today? Do we have more questions? Any questions on what I shared with you today on the wisdom quote? Okay, I guess that's about it. So thank you very much for tuning in today. And if you're having a Halloween party, please be mindful of the SOP and stay safe. Okay, so on that note, I will see you tomorrow morning, 8:30 sharp. And do remember to share with your friends on your own Facebook page so that they can also learn what you have been learning with me throughout these few months. You never know who would actually stumble upon your posting and be inspired by your participation in meditation. Okay, and as you all know, it's very, very beneficial just to control the mind. Okay, so I'll see you tomorrow morning, 8:30 sharp. Take care. Bye.